I've been asked to do a series of videos breaking down some of the basic steps in line dance, and so I hope this helps you. I have some people who are brand new to dancing and they're really trying to learn, and I teach in a country bar and I like to keep it pretty fast paced, so I don't really have time to break the steps down. So they asked me if I would do some videos, and so that's what I'm going to do. So if you're a new dancer, or maybe somebody who just wants to learn to line dance and you're a little intimidated, maybe this will help you. If you're an instructor and you have new people coming in and you also don't have time to break these steps down, feel free to use these videos, whatever. I'm happy to share whatever I have. I will say I am not a professional dancer. I have never been a professional dancer. I've been line dancing for about 12 years, and these videos and the videos I do of my dances are just designed to share with you what helps me best. So hopefully, if you're a professional dancer and you're thinking, oh my gosh, what is she doing? Well, she doesn't know. She's just having fun. So, 3 things I want to go over real quick before we get into the actual breaking down of the steps. I think there are 3 foundational things if you're trying to learn to line dance that you need to think about, you need to understand. The first one is, I think really super important, you need to learn to count to 8. In line dance, almost everything is done in verses of 8, what I call verses of 8. Some people call them sets of 8, whatever, it doesn't matter. 8 counts. 8 is the magic number. Every time you move your foot, it's going to be a count. So if it's a whole count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every time you move, it's a count, okay? So 8 is the magic number. I want you to think about that. The second thing is kind of what I was just talking about. There's whole counts, and then there's syncopated counts. Whole counts is just a basic, for every count there's a step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever direction you're going, if you're turning, it doesn't matter. Whole counts, just 1 through 8. Then syncopated is a little faster when we get into shuffles and different steps like that, where you're actually taking 3 steps in two counts. So a shuffle would be 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So it's a little faster, and so those are the 2 different kinds of steps. The other thing that is super, super important is the answer to the question, where's your weight? And that is really, really important, because if your weight's on your left foot, like mine is right now, and your instructor says, step to the left, you can't do it. So you first have to step to the right so that you can step to the left, and everybody else is already ahead of you and you're messed up. So if you can understand one thing in line dance, that would be the thing that I would stress. Where's your weight? If your weight's on your left foot, your right foot is the one that's going to be moving. It's going to move forward, it's going to move to the side, it's going to move back, but you're going to be on the right beat and the right foot. So where's your weight is a really important thing in line dance. Okay, so we're going to go into breaking down some of the steps. I hope that this helps you. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. You can find me on Facebook, whatever, and I hope you have a great time dancing. In this section, we're going to be looking at 4 different steps. We're going to be looking at jazz boxes, we're going to be looking at kickball change, we're going to be looking at rocking chair, and we're going to look at kick and point. And those are all very common steps in a lot of dances. So hopefully that will help you. This will help you. Alright, the first one we're going to look at is a jazz box. We're going to do a right jazz box. I don't know why, but that is the most common jazz box. So you can do a left jazz box, but most dances have a right, but I'll show you both ways. Your weight is on your left foot for a right jazz box. You're going to cross your right foot over, and you take your weight on your right foot. You step your left foot back, you step your right foot to the side, and then depending on the dance, you either touch or step. Okay, just depending on what's coming next in the dance. But a jazz box is cross over, step back, to the side, and step. That's what we're going to say step today. That is a 4 count move, and most times it's only whole counts. I don't really know of any syncopated jazz boxes. I'm sure they're out there, but you'll have to deal with that when it comes along. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, where other people kind of get goofed up is there are a lot of turning jazz boxes, and generally we just turn a quarter turn. So if we're going to do a right jazz box, 9 times out of 10 we're going to be turning to the right. if we make a quarter turn to the right, we're going to cross over, we're going to step back, but we're going to make a quarter turn when we step back. We step to the side and then step. So that was still 4 counts, but we used it to make a little quarter turn. So it's 1, 2, I didn't turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was a turning jazz box. Now if you're a brand new dancer, let me show you how to cheat. If you just can't get the jazz box, just march in place. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have to turn, 1, 2, 3, 4. Until you get it, don't worry about it. You'll be on the right wall, you'll be on the right foot. Have fun. Line dance is not rocket science. You're supposed to have fun. So let's do let's do a left jazz box. So if your weight's on your right foot, we're going to cross our left over, cross over, step back, to the side, and step. You can also cross, again, but depending on the dance. So if it had a cross in it, we would go cross over, step back, to the side, and cross. And again, that just depends on the choreography. If we're going to do a turning jazz box, a left jazz box, again, we're probably going to turn to the left. So step over, quarter turn, to the side, and step, or touch, or cross, whatever the dance calls for. So that's jazz box. The next is, in a lot of dances, it's called a kickball change. I'll show you it from this direction. But we're going to do a right kickball change. You can do a right and left, but again, I feel like a right kickball change is in more line dances than a left. We're going to kick our right foot. We're going to take our weight on our right foot, and we lift up kind of on the ball of our left foot, and then we change it. Kick, ball, change. I just messed it up. Kick, ball, change. Sometimes when I teach it, I say kick, step, step. That makes sense in my brain. Maybe it helps you. Kick, step, step. Kick, step, step. Because you really are, you're kicking, you're taking the weight on the ball of your foot, and you're changing your weight. So kick, ball, change, but kick, step, step. I'll do it from the side. Kick, step, step. And this is a syncopated move almost always. 1 and 2 with the count. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. We'll do some left ones. Weight's on the right foot, you kick your left. Kick, step, step. Kick, step, step. Kick, step, step. And again, always, almost always, I shouldn't say always because I'm sure there's exceptions to everything, almost always as a syncopated move. The next is a rocking chair. And again, this is one of those steps that it looks exactly like what it sounds like. So we're going to do a right rocking chair. Our weight's on the left. We're going to rock forward on the right, recover on the left, rock back on the right, recover on the left. So didn't that look like a rocking chair? Rock forward and back, recover. It's a 4 count move. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it's possible that it could be syncopated. 1 and 2 and. It still, I guess, would be a rocking chair, but for the most part, if they're called a rocking chair, it's generally whole counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do a left rocking chair. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing from the side so you can see how it looks like a rocking chair. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rocking chair. There you go. Very easy. The next one is kick and point. And this is a new popular step. It's in a lot of dances. This kind of boggled my brain when I was getting started. We're going to kick with our right foot and point with our left. Kick and point. And this can either be syncopated or it can be in whole counts, whichever. It can be 1 and 2, or it can be 1, 2, 3, hold 4, something like that. Just depends, again, on the choreography and what's happening in the dance that you're trying to learn. Kick and point, and now a lot of times it'll follow with a left kick and point. Kick and point. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Kick and point from this direction. Kick and point, kick and point. So there you go. Look at my cheat sheet. We did jazz box, we did kickball change, we did rocking chair, and we just did kick and point. So I hope this has helped you. If you have any questions, feel free to email me.